Okay, we are back, man. So we're back, jumping straight into the next game. We're jumping straight into the next series. And this is going to be tough, man. Ace 007 is a beast. Ice is a beast. Bro, their whole team is a freaking beast, man. So they start off quickly banning the Kimmy, which I don't see why they would start off banning the marksman, to be completely honest. Um, General can play too many marksmen. You can't ban all the marksmen General is good with. So it's like that was, I don't know about that ban. But, I mean, they had to ban something. But, I mean, I think that they could have got a more valuable one. But maybe Kimmy works against their strategy. So, I mean, you never know. They got the Hylos. Oh, so they knew they were giving away Grok. They planned to give away Grok, so that's why they banned Kimmy. So because they didn't want them to have Kimmy and Grok, which that combo is very very insane. So that's smart. So they gonna go with the Grok and Masha. After Connery last game, I heard Connery won it with a split push. I couldn't see it. You all saw what happened in that freaking video, but I mean, it's good that they won. Here go that Jawhead. This is the Jawhead pick that everyone's talking about. That Jawhead pick is dangerous, man. It's dangerous, especially in their hands. Let's see who they're gonna go with. Oh, they lock in that VeLL. Yeah, the Jawhead can't get close. I like it. Go ahead, and push that. And the Hylos. That's a smart pick. I like it. Okay. Gosu out here. I see him out here in the band phase. I like it. What else we got here? Look at General. As crazy as ever out here. General out here just having a good time. Honestly, I like General energy, man. It feel like General is taking the game serious, but still he's still cool enough and calm enough to keep his composure and just go off like he's been doing. He's been playing very, very well. And I think, honestly, like, no matter what you can say, I think General is proven he's one of the best marksman players in the world. I think that no matter what marksman he's using, he's playing decent enough, like against top players and stuff like that, to be able to really show his skill, like his skill and where he's at. But yeah, let's see. I don't want to jinx it. Let's see. Let's hopefully they keep playing at that level. Let's see what happens. What other picks we got? They banned the carry, so they're probably gonna. I don't know. They didn't want anybody to melt down the Grok, so they're gonna go with the Bruno. Okay, the Bruno. That's interesting. These guys love the camera. They definitely love the camera. So last two picks for the Ghouls. Let's see who they gonna go with for these last two picks. They need some type of marksman. Probably gonna go for like a Granger. Claude? Okay. People sleeping on the Granger. I wonder why nobody's picking Granger. But they're gonna go for the Claude pick. Cause yeah, I wouldn't pick a marksman that has to try to get close to VeLL. And Claude definitely has to try to get close to VeLL. So not the marksman that I would have chosen in that situation, but I mean we'll see. Oh, the Leo Moore. So it looks like this time around, Basic is going to Leo mid lane. What the heck is going on? General and Paulo? Okay, they switched. I was going to say, what is going on? Switch, please. Don't let Paulo play marksman. I was just playing. Wait, he is playing marksman. Are they going to switch? What is going on? Is Paulo playing marksman? I am so confused. Let's see, though.
Boxer game was RRQ
Oh yeah.
against Evil's SG, while as what I believe Tutu said, a direct counter to the high
Oh
loss.
yeah. Definitely here, but in this case here, there's not much counter to work with here. Burmese Ghouls, they had the box here for themselves. Not too sure how. Okay, maybe the Boxer is great. Okay, that's the thing, right? We've always focused on his passive ability here, which counters off whatever healing that's going to be dished out. It's kind of like a free Necklace of Endurance or Sea Hilbert in these regards. But we're talking about cutting back lines here. We pay attention to Team Gosu's draft. All of their drafts kind of have this really annoying hero to catch with. In this case, would be the Valor. So, you know,
oh snap.
Boxer is kind of like a rip-off of Sheriff Johnson. So you kind of dodge your way through to the back lines and try to pick
Let's go.
So I think that's kind of game planning for Burmese Ghouls, but that's the whole point. They had the Jawhead initially, right?
Yeah, and the Jawhead is a threat on his own. He does not have to purposely rush in with the ultimate and get a pick off or rush in and eject someone into his team. The fact that Jawhead is in the vicinity, in proximity of the Gosu cores makes him a big enough threat that Gosu might just hesitate to pull the trigger. But again, against this Jawhead, because the nature of this hero is aggressive, you might want to take the fight straight to Burmese Ghouls.
All right, let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, here, this is going to be the fourth series for today. It's going to be Burmese Ghouls going up against Team Gosu from the USA and also from Myanmar, coming in from Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah, and Lady Liberty is definitely watching this series right now. USA, Team Gosu, the first tournament for
Look at that. They got three people. Three people cutting the lane, splitting the lane.
Predicament, this deciding series against Burmese Ghouls, topping that Group B. It's not going to be easy.
Basic solo mid.
It'll be fun to watch.
I mean, it's an interesting strategy. They said that they were going to show their secret weapon. I guess this is it. Connery's going to take their buff. Yes.
And I don't think he's going to get punished here, but here comes Ice Whip.
Oh, he's dead. He out of there. Oh, wait, maybe not.
From Kendry. He's going to buy time here. Apparently, I think he's going to get picked off, but Burmese Ghouls ignore him.
He's going to get out. There's no point wasting time trying to chase down this Masha. She does have the mobility. She has the extra movement speed, and it's just way too much of a hassle to try and catch her off. And Team Gosu, they're doing what Burmese Ghouls did this morning to Team Axis. They got that first turret in under a minute and a half. Perfectly done by Team Gosu.
That's an interesting strategy.
For those of you watching here, there is going to be a redemption code for you to redeem some skins or some prizes here. This is the code for you guys. Type in right now. There's going to be a limited amount here for those of you trying to redeem it here. But as of now, remember to redeem here, but hold that thought for now because
look at that. Nah, you ain't getting basic.
Going for the dive here, but unfortunately doesn't seem to be able to connect those ejector here. However, Reece in some trouble. Here comes the darkness here. He's going to go for the catch here. And how will they do this?
And Basic is going to go in, has the Phantom Steed, runs out at the last second, but it's okay. I want to point out what Basic did with that Leo mod. It was perfectly done. So Panda tried to go in for the eject. He got the steed. He knocked Panda back, canceled the eject animation to avoid getting tossed back into the incoming Burmese Ghouls. But that will give the blue team, the Turtle at least, and Team Gosu, at least they did not lose a single member.
Yep, you can see Roly-Boly here. He's going to try and find a target here. He has the information to work with. He saw two members from his other team, Gosu. In this case, maybe, maybe he's in some trouble here.
Basic, got him.
Time for the rest of the team to set this up, but unfortunately,
get on out of here. First blood goes to Gosu. This second blood? Nah, they leaving. They leaving. They ain't gonna push their luck.
Oh, Team Gosu, they say they're bouncing back. We look at the replay for just now. Maybe completely caught out. Not his fault though. Team Gosu, they came in with a perfect collapse to make sure that he was not able to use that glorious pathway to get out. And because of that, Team Gosu managed to stall out Burmese Ghouls' aggression.
Speaking of which, we see a little bit of harassment coming from Burmese Ghouls.
Cloud's pushing these towers heavy.
Now, and Team Gosu, how are they going to respond to this stun onto us? Maybe, but at the same time, oh no, Ice! He was trying to go back, but unfortunately gets cancelled here. And Kendry being sneaky again, trying to steal off the blue buff for himself, but it seems to me he's going to make his attempt here. He knows Kid 001 needs the buff, but forces a flicker. Kendry, is he going to be alright? Here comes the glorious buff with the stun.
They threw him out of danger.
Gets picked off here because Basic from the side.
Nice.
They steal the blue buff. They take him down.
Nice steal. Get out of there safe though. You gotta get out there safe.
And Team Gosu managed to pick up the Lunox in the beginning, which pick up one coin in the beginning means that Boomers go. They're running out of gas. Panda tries to go in and make something happen. Not able to do so. And now Ice has to retreat immediately. Paulo is there as the backup for Team Gosu. And just
Gosu's not being too greedy. I like it.
Right Wow, Kendrick with the baits here, space created all by himself, and Burmese Ghouls, they definitely weren't expecting such an aggressive Marsha coming in here. And usually we always see the split push potential, but Kendrick is making full use of those abilities that the Marsha has to offer, the invulnerabilities to buy time for the team, and it's working out for them. And as of now, Team Gosu, they're
Look at basic farming. Farming well.
overall.
Claude is farming a little bit too well, though.
50, but as of now, Ice.
That's scary.
Ice again called out, has a glorious pathway. This time the rejuvenate, the revitalize, actually keeping him alive. So Team Gosu not able to get anything in return, but Kid now joins the fight. Maybe finding that pick onto Paulo, forcing him back. Breezy is now isolated from the rest of his team as Ace tries to go for the chase. Not able to get that, but Turtle is up. Burmese Ghouls, the second turtle will be the target. Team Gosu this time, they might be ready to collapse as they immediately follows to wet, but Ace, way too ambitious, will be picked up, and this time for Team Gosu to try back basic. Dropping low, but able to stay above Burmese Ghouls on that turtle attack. Team Gosu again, perfect patience.
That was ridiculous crit coming from the Leomon and the Bruno as well. As soon as his HP dropped below the 30% mark, one swing and Ace was taken out here. A little bit late with the revitalize there, but a nice call there, nice reactions coming from Team Gosu. And currently they are in the lead with the Marsha. And Team Gosu, they're on the chase with the Phantom Steed now.
Kid again being called out for a third time, and that is a killing spree for Basic. Gets the pushback onto Ice. Here comes Ace. Goes right in, tries to do
secret
damage,
weapon, Basic.
Glorious parry for maybe though. Maybe this is the chance for Burmese Go, but for them, it's just a retreat call. They are signaling the red flag. They're not going to take this fight against Team Gosu.
They're going to be playing this a little bit safe here. Burmese Ghouls, they are losing in terms of economy, but the goal buff once again. Team Gosu, they want to contest this. But
Level 9 Claude, though. That Claude is scary, though.
On the
Gosu's playing well, but that Claude is very scary.
But unfortunately doesn't seem to connect the dots.
And I want to take this quick moment to just commend what Kenray is doing. He's feeling really good on this Marsha after that previous series against Candy comeback. He's creating so much space. This jaw hit by Panda, he was supposed to go around following the rest of the Ghouls to create space, but because of Kenray, Jawhead Panda is stuck in the same lane for the longest time ever. Kenry is just walking away with Grand Theft Auto in the jungle, in the lane, and Burmese Ghouls, they want to force this fight. Glorious pathway, and the Flawless duet straight into the back line. Paulo gets caught out. Breezy.
I told you that freaking Claude, bro. But Basic's still out here destroying.
Basic gonna jump in, try to fight this Claude, but Claude will get the same.
Claude's on the front line, okay.
And Burmese Ghouls, my 4 team goes with the bow down to them. They'll set up for 2 kills and they'll lose 1 in return.
What a huge blazing duet there coming from Ace. Very ambitious, but definitely Team Gosu wasn't expecting a fully stacked Cloud there. And you can see this engagement from the backlines. Blazing duet cuts out 2 to 3 members. Everyone was dropping so low. Basic was caught out as well, which gave them kind of a slight edge here, but nice save there coming from General, but just zoning out 007. They wanted the objectives, unfortunately. Oh, the stun from Panda. He tried to go for a stun.
Oh, Ice.
Again,
call out. You have the Revitalize to keep him alive. Glorious pathway is there, and Law and Order on top of Breezy. Breezy will flicker to safety. General hitting that soccer ball onto Ace 07 will send him back to the rest of his team. But again, Team Gosu, they had this issue against the series when they were playing against Axis Esports. The front line was split from the course, and that was exactly what happened in the fight that Ace saw an amazing opportunity for that flawless duet. Hopefully Team Gosu noticed that and will rectify it in the upcoming fights.
Well, maybe, but at the same time here, Ace 007, he's got a brand new golden staff now. This Cloud is going to slowly but surely hit like a truck. Kendrick, he's going to try and solo Jawhead all by himself out on the Panda, but the blue buff, once again, Team Gosu, they want to reset this fight, and Burmese Ghouls, they want to contest this here. Nice wall block there. Unfortunately, no contestants coming from Burmese Ghouls now.
Team Gosu, they might go for the collapse right now. They see the opportunity. Kenray, he knows he can fight, and Burmese Ghouls, they know they can't. So Team Gosu, again, forcing Burmese Ghouls back. They're playing it slow and meticulous. First for today, first for Team Gosu at least, and Burmese Ghouls, they're finding it slightly hard to penetrate the red team.
Well, seems to me right now they are respecting each other's boundaries here. The blue buff has always been contested from both sides here. And Burmese Ghouls, they want to make an engagement here. Wall charge away. Space created coming from Breezy 007. He's going to clear out the mid lane, but the Lord is going to be up for grabs. Ice will to roam his way through, open up the map a little bit more to get those information to try to catch out one of the members, maybe even some of the members from side team Gosu. Will they be able to do that? That's going to be the question, but we know Lord is going to be the objective coming in from both
Yeah,
sides.
Ice is
Team
farming
Gosu, they actually
too
set up the
nice.
top
But
middle
Basics
wave.
looking
They don't
good
have to
too.
worry about that particular lane for now, and the entirety of their attention is gonna be focused on that lower area. And Burmese Ghouls know that. They know that they have to protect this lower area, and the fantasy does come on. Ice call out once again, Roy's pathway, and Rejuvenate does keep the Bucks there alive, but now Burmese go. Time for the re-engage. Here comes Panda trying to look for a target, and he will find the valid. Paulo though does survive, and that means that Panda is isolated from Resident Evil.
Oh, let's go!
Breezy as Team Gosu breeze through the fire. It's unstoppable for Basic. Team Gosu with the perfect response.
Basic is popping
Burmese
off,
Ghouls,
bro.
He tried to dive, overcommit towards Paulo, tried to take down the Valor himself. Unfortunately, gets picked off, but now it's not over yet. Right now, he wants to
Look at that Bruno damage, bro. Get out of there, though, Basic. Yeah, you gotta go.
Chase through
Yeah.
They need Kid 001 to do this fight. However, great attempt there from the team Gosu here. They punish Panda for that misplay here to try to overextend towards Paulo.
All right,
and
y'all.
did
So
not
we
get
are
the kill
back,
from
and
Burmese
this is.
Ghouls.
And at the same time,
Oh,
because
snap, my bad.
001 got picked up 3 times in a row by Basic in the early game. This Leomo is 5-0-2. We talk about how he is the neutral pick. He is the pick that does not counters too much hero, but does not have much counter. Safe, stable, always able to scale, and you give him such a big lead, Team Gosu will ride that wave.
Yep, Wind Talker is up on the marshal here. He's going to make a little bit more.
Connor is super low. He gotta get out of there.
Kenry, he's going to be very, very quickly here, but Ace.
Oh, he's one shot. Get Ace. Get him, please. Get Ace.
Yep.
Yep.
They rate for him, Kenry.
Let's go. Ace is a problem. They gotta get him.
They're one-man advantage right now.
And
Oh, no,
Burmese Ghouls still
Paulo's
wanna take this
down.
fight. Brilliant from Kid. He will find a kill on the Valley first, and here comes Panda with the eject on top of Basic as well. They find the Bruno, and it's the double alley oop. The slam dunk from Panda. Burmese Ghouls, they will stop that Lord attempt.
They needed that kill. They needed those wins here, but at the same time, they've lost Ace in the process. Definitely a worthy process. Burmese Ghouls, they've lost a lot of fights here. They're trying to equalize the economy here, and so far, so good. They lose in terms of four kills here, but at the same time, they definitely were able to keep up in terms of momentum here. It's not over yet for Burmese Ghouls, but Team Gosu, they need to find a way to apply the pressure even harder now. Kenry is doing exactly that right now from Team Gosu.
And if you are a Marsha and you are able to run around the map like this, you're going to pose a lot of problems for Burmese Ghouls. Kenry has been keeping Panda in check for the longest time ever, and now he's diverting the resources of Burmese Ghouls. There's 4 members from the blue team trying to chase him out. Ace will find him. Panda as well coming in.
Look at him.
Kenry knows
Yo,
he's gonna
Kenry's
die
a beast,
from
yo.
space, and hopefully this is work for Team Gosu.
That is crazy there. You know, throwing his body to just buy space, but Team Gosu, they lost the earlier fight here. They don't mind throwing this body here to open up the map, and that's exactly what they have done. But as of now, Team Gosu, they need to win this fight. Panda catches on the Basic. He misses the Phantom
gets tossed
Seed.
away from the Phantom Seed, and here comes the glorious pathway. Basic's not
Basic
gonna
goes
get
down.
This one, the shutdown for the high-lows, and maybe it's going to be Burmese Ghouls' turn to turn things around. Ice with the engage for the Backstairs Shield Unity. He does roll right in. Burmese Ghouls, the rest of the team starting on that Lord, but they will be ready to collapse if Team Gosu whoever comes near. Lord down to 50%. Can Team Gosu pull off anything? They're going to push the middle wave out. They concede this Lord as he will go over to the way of Burmese Ghouls. The retribution is here, and Burmese
Gosu
Ghouls
couldn't
will
defend
continue to
against
collapse,
that.
But great maneuver from General to take out the tier 2 mid. He has bought time for the rest of his team, but can he get away? No, Panda follows him. He needs one more K, but it seems like he won't get that, and he will be slain by Ice.
Nicely done there, coming in from Burmese Ghouls to make that retaliation, but Team Gosu.
Yeah, that Claude is nasty, man.
Trouble now because why he's getting dived pretty hard. Here comes Kid as well. With the darkness here, he's gonna go in for the dive. Unfortunately, a little bit too quick there. Like you said, with the Wind Talker as well, but Burmese Ghouls right now, they managed to equalize the score. They're going to try. This not in the lead yet, but the Lord is going to be in their favor. Burmese Ghouls is going to try and capitalize in all this situation. Team Gosu, how will they fight this year? They need to wait for the Boom General to actually come online now.
Yeah, the later the game goes, the better it is for Team Gosu. The first time that this team has a goal lead the entire day, and it's against the strongest team in the group as well. However, Burmese Ghouls, because of that lore, they can easily go for this siege. You can see they're pushing 1 and 4, 2 lanes, getting pressured at the same time. This is where Kenry is going to do what he does best. Split push the bottom lane, hope that his team can hold it, but Burmese Ghouls might not let that happen. Breezy immediately ejected to the back of Burmese Ghouls team, has to wild shot to safety, and that is good for them. Basically, trying to get a push back. Volley with the
that's not good. This might be GG's. No.
007 will make sure that Burmese Ghouls will get the kills that they need.
Nah, keep pushing. Keep pushing, bro. Countering.
Can he defend his base? Final touches from Burmese.
Nah, it's GG's.
Game 1 of this best of 3.
Why? Oh my, that was a close call there.
Bro, that was tough.
Gave Burmese Ghouls a run for their money, and because of that, you saw how things almost
That was a
went
great game,
south.
though. That was a great game.
Gosu, they definitely stepped it up here. They look like a pretty strong team.
Yeah, in game 1, I think Team Gosu really stepped up their game with the picks. I'm not sure which the trump card is, but I feel like maybe the trump card that they refer to could be the Bruno, could be the Leomord, because these two, especially the Leomord, basic has had an amazing performance in game 1.
Yeah,
the only mistake was that Kenry didn't recall fast enough because he thought the team could hold. Burmese Ghouls did not let that happen.
Yeah, I like how Burmese Ghouls, they understood that this martial is just buying a lot of time. They completely ignored them, but at the same time, you know, they were struggling a lot because of this.
The Ghouls wasn't falling for
Burmese Ghouls, they might consider banning
Connery running around like crazy.
It's super annoying in terms of lane control here, but you still have to give credit towards the decision making being made from Burmese Ghouls. Even in the middle fight and the late fights here in the last fight, where you saw how the support's coming from maybe with the Glorious Pathway, just making sure they keep that in track here. And there was a few times here they made a mistake here, right here. Maybe he knew he could have just run all the way back for his Glorious Pathway, but as soon as he saw the damage output, even with that, as soon as it goes out for a revive, he's pretty much dead. So might as well just buy it a bit time. And that was a salvage decision that he made. Very nicely done.
You can see that from the get-go, Team Gosu has such a big lead. This is where Panda tried to come in and make something happen. That was not the case, and Team Gosu had full control. They had the goal lead the entire game up until those last final moments, and this is where the turnaround point began for Burmese Ghouls. A007 recognized that the front line from Team Gosu was not there with the cause. Blazing Duet finishes off the back line, and Burmese Ghouls, because of this, they were able to regain the momentum ever so slightly.
Yeah, definitely. But as the game progressed, well, Ice from side Burmese Ghouls was struggling a lot, but at the same time, he was doing the necessary job as a tank. Just dish out, bait out as much spells. And this was the play here from Panda. He made a mistake. He went in for the dive, but he could not eject Paulo in time. And because of that overcommitment, everyone from side of Burmese Ghouls kind of overextended and just got punished. And this is where there was the second blunder.
They just got to work on a few frontline mistakes, honestly.
But this was where Panda got retribution. This is where he redeemed himself. He waited patiently for Violet to retreat, and then the toss was perfect. Both cores were caught and basing now. This is where Team Gosu started to go into a bit of panic mode to recover from those mishaps, and it never happened. They tried to buy space, they tried to push lanes, they tried to contest objective. Burmese Ghouls responded to every single call that Team Gosu made, and with that, the Lord and the end of the game.
Yeah, Panda definitely a master of the draw here. Except for their one-time blunder, every single fight that they won, it's all because Panda that set things off. Even this one as well, they forced Reece to have to back off, which opens up the map a little bit here for them to actually contest the crystal. And this time, because of this opening of the map, right, they just got this entire control. They're just able to just attack the crystal. They don't even need to go for TY. They just aim objectives here. So very nicely done here from the side of Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah, and crystal is always going to be the final objective for any team for the win. And with that win, Burmese Ghouls, they have locked in officially first place in Group B. They don't have to worry about their standings anymore, but of course, this is not the end of the best of 3. They still have potentially 2 more games if Gosu can make a comeback, but they definitely have proven Group B is their territory.
Yeah, definitely here. But currently Burmese Ghouls definitely having one of the highest points out of all the teams here. So far, flawless victory here, undefeated until now. They have total up to about right now
7 points.
7 points for sure. If they take a 2-0 against Team Gosu, that's going to be what? 9
They
points.
look bummed.
So undefeated. I don't know. Team Gosu.
They're still enjoying this, They still have fun. They managed to take a win, to take a series off of Candy comeback. This is their first tournament, and then he's not happy with that. He's not happy with that loss, but I'm pretty sure Team Gosu, they tried their best, especially putting out such a fight against Burmese Ghouls, I must say, even Burmese Ghouls against Team Axis Esports and Candy Comeback, none of these two teams have been able to give Burmese Ghouls a goal deficit, and Team Gosu, they are the first one to do so.
Oh yeah. But at the same time here, Team Gosu, do you think the 2-1 win against against Burmese Ghouls is going to be able to skyrocket them into its top 2?
Like, top 2, maybe not possible. I mean, you need the stars to align in that final series. We still have one more series between Axis Esports and Candy Comeback, and Team Gosu need a miracle to happen. They need to win the next 2 games and pray that the last series goes their way. They need all the universe to be in their favor, not just Lady Luck. But right now, the draft of the second game has begun. Kufra and Kimi will be the first 2 to go.
Yep, pretty standard coming from both teams here, but at the same time, I feel like Burmese Ghouls, they may consider just banning off the Master. They just don't want to deal with it from side Team Gosu.
Yeah, and Kufra, we've only seen Kufra once, and we got to cast that game between RQ and VFM, and Kufra was the tyrant that everyone feared. Got VFM one of the most dominating victories against RQ. Kimi as well. We saw Kimi play earlier on, and by Candy Comeback, it was devastating. Team Gosu had to fight with their lives to beat that Kimi lineup. And this time, Team Gosu, they'll take out the high loss as well.
Yeah. Speaking of the high lows here, Grok is going to be in the pool, but if they decide to just ban the Grok here, both teams are forced to play non-meta tanks here. But at the same time, Kaja is going to be in the pool as well. Damu's tank is not that great.
Xbox is
Xbox for sure in the pool as well. And then we haven't seen Teresa anymore ever since the nerf. We did see a couple games in the Malaysia-Singapore region, but at the same
So they banned VeLL. Oh, that VeLL pick was giving them problems. They didn't want that.
First pick here, they are going to be forcing Gosu to pick their Grok here from Burmese Ghouls, so they can actually open up the matchup for themselves if and only if they
Gosu could get that X-Borg or something.
X-Borg. There are a couple of choices for Team Gosu to go for, but they're going to settle for the Grok.
They're going to go for the Grok.
It is going to be Grok here, but the X-Borg is going to be up for grabs. Burmese Ghouls, they may consider just taking the Xbox and leaving the Jawhead open here. Like, do they even need Panda's Jawhead in this game?
Yeah,
I don't think so, right?
I mean, you don't lose anything by not picking the Jawhead because
they got Kacha open too.
Will not be picking the Jawhead. That is the advantage.
Non-meta.
The advantage, of non-meta. The advantage that Burmese Ghouls have. You leave the Jawhead open, no one's gonna pick it. You leave the Ministar open, no one's gonna pick it. So for Burmese Ghouls, they are in a really sweet spot.
Yeah, not to mention as well, Harif is kind of in pool. So the Minsitar, people would actually pick it if you actually decide to actually go for it.
Oh, they picked the Jawhead?
Looks like you were wrong. Seems to me, Burmese Ghouls will
So get the X-Borg. They confident in that Jawhead pick. Look at them.
Consider like, hey, this could be an off-lane Jawhead. It might be a
X-Borg, yeah. X-Borg Claude. I like to see it.
Going towards Team Gosu. It seems to me, Burmese Ghouls, they're trying something new here.
Yeah, this is generosity from Burmese Ghouls. They're giving away all these picks to Team Gosu because they are confident in Panda's Jawhead. And we've seen Panda's Jawhead.
No way. We're going to get a Goshen pick?
And now maybe, like you say, they might try something. We have talked about Kagura since day one. We have not seen that just yet. Zax at one point could be the annoying mage that, if you fall back to the very niche pool, you might consider it, but we have not seen it just yet. Burmese Ghouls, though, they're toying with our feelings. They're hovering over that Zax, but I'm not putting too much money on it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Harif for sure is a must pick here. It's kind of one of the strongest mage in terms of early aggression, especially if you want to fight against a Grok, right? But they have a Kaja available, so in terms of early aggression here, Burmese Ghouls, they have a very
So they need to get rid of a marksman.
Early lineup here, composition, just because they have a Jawhead, Kaja, and Harif. But at the same time, in terms of early as well, you have to put Xbox in the picture. One of the craziest, earliest offlaners that you can think of, especially on the fighter role.
Yeah, and of course, with the last insanity,
they get rid of Carry.
Everyone just fears. Xbox just gains
They're
so
pretty much forcing the
with
Granger
his
pick
Vera
or Bruno.
as well, with that last insanity, we've seen what Candy Comeback did, was able to accomplish with Xbox. Even though they lost, the potential of this hero is just absolutely amazing. But Team Gosu, they will ban out the carry for the second time.
Yeah, carry. What's going to be the next ban here? Let's see. They have a marksman, they have an offlane here from Gosu, but they do not have a secondary tank or a mage here. So in terms of mage department here, the mage that they need to be worried about from side of Burmese Ghouls would be the Esmeralda. But Esmeralda composition with their current lineup is kind of like a 50-50 situation, but never mind, it's out.
Yep.
It's out. It's out.
So they banned Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, in the last
But
game,
Basic can play
Burmese
Lilia
Ghouls,
as
Team
well.
Gosu
Lilia could be
might
dirty.
fall back to their Leomord once again. It felt like Leomord is slightly more comfortable, but because of the presence of the export, I highly doubt so. Now they need the second tank. No high loss. Arca is going to be one, but it's not really within the Team Gosu meta. They will lock in their Lunox. Is this going to be the first Digi pick? I think it might be.
Yeah, I actually like the Digi pick here. Like the Digi's time journey here deals completely well with the Divine Judgment as well as the with the Jawhead as well. So it kind of breaks free a little bit here, but the timing was just tip-top spot on for him to actually pull it off. So it's all up towards Team Gosu's Digi to actually make those kind of mid 4-5v5 mid engagements.
Let's see if they pull it off, man. Let's see if they pull it off.
They took out Esmeralda. It immediately opens up the Digi. What do they pick here? They need a Franco. Yeah, Franco is great here. Like, the bike here is just completely shuts down whatever the Digi is trying to do. But if and only if they go there for it. Seems to be Gato Kacha is going to be the objective here. So it's going to be an Ice Gato Kacha maybe?
Yeah, the Gato Kacha, I actually like that pick. I believe Burmese Ghouls were the only one who played Gato Kacha again.
Yeah.
Another pick that you just don't normally see. And he doesn't completely disable what this Digi is trying to do, but he poses an extra layer of threat. Digi, with the time journey, great. But with Gato Kacha in it, you don't really want to clump up just for that Digi ultimate. So we'll see what Team Gosu has up their sleeves with this Digi pick. It could be the trump card that Kenray mentioned in the previous interview.
Yeah, definitely here. But speaking of trump cards here, I don't know. Based on the drops here, Burmese Ghouls seem to be playing a very risky drop, but at the same time, you know, like in normal pop games, I think like, hey, Jawhead, nope, not gonna happen. But after seeing Panda play it, there is hope. There is really, really strong hope. I'm sorry to say, you know, Panda is a beast on the Jawhead. He's proven it time and time again here. But Team Gosu, they're not giving up. Will they take game 2?
Gosu is actually playing really, really well. They're playing really well.
Statistically on paper, I would still go with Burmese Ghouls simply because they are just on another level. But Team Gosu has shown that in this brutal round robin format, you don't have much time, like what, half an hour to adapt to every series. Them being able to take a page out of the other 3 teams and use it against Burmese Ghouls, even in that loss, I think they emerged victorious in some extent.
Yeah, to a certain degree here, but you know, adapting is the key here. But ladies and gentlemen, here, this is gonna be game number 2.
Let's get it.
Gosu going up against Burmese Ghouls.
Team Gosu, we'll see if they do the same thing like game 1 as what Team Burmese Ghouls have done with those towers. I think that opening up the map has been one of the biggest success for Burmese Ghouls. The Team Gosu also found success with it, but early scuffle in the middle.
Let's go, early game.
Down by the export, but the rejuvenate, the revitalize, actually keeping everyone for Burmese Ghouls alive. Maybe does flicker in, but
First blood goes to Gosu.
And maybe
starting off right.
Such a good idea for that one. First blood over to Team Gosu.
Overextension coming in from this Kaja. He flickered forward, expecting that the Grok is not going to be able to swing him here. The revitalized bottom of a time here. Nicely done coming from Kenray, but unfortunately gets a mighty swing. Actually, it was Reece who actually dropped the revitalize, so nicely done there coming from Team Gosu. Burmese Ghouls once again flexing a little bit too much and gets punished for it.
Yeah, and I mean, fighting into a Kenray's export early
the
on,
score. I want to see who get crab. Okay, Bruno got crab.
Estimated what Team Gosu was able to do in that small area, and they paid the price for it. The best part is, basically got the kill.
Yeah, but as the game progresses here, now Burmese Ghouls, they've lost Kaja a little bit here, but they want to get those 4 up before the next turtle buff available. 30 seconds going to be on the clock here before it actually hits in. So they're going to be trying to start things off with securing those those blue buffs before engaging the turtle side here. Basically, he's level 4. He's going to try and pick a fight with Burmese Ghouls here. Kid 001 also with the Harif.
I don't think Kid 001 wants to take this, but he's going to go for it anyway. Breezy forced to flicker away, and Burmese goes with the immediate collapse. Basic somehow survived with the brilliance.
There you go, Basic.
But maybe
this
time
positioned a little bit off.
On the offense, a bit too far forward. They lose the Lunox.
Yeah, it was a smart call as well, seeing that they do not have the ultimates available here. The only one they actually had here was kind of basic here, but at the same time, Burmese Ghouls, they popped the Zavin Force, couldn't do much here. The snow was there. The rest of the team could not keep up in time, and they had to disengage. But Team Gosu overextended and gets punished for it here. Turtle buff getting secure from Kid 001 and a Divine Judgment.
That was risky, but
very nicely done here, and that's why I'm talking about no 4 available. But if Reece had that wall charge available, he could have maybe escaped here.
Yeah, just
Maybe, but maybe has the divine judgment. So maybe he
maybe
could have
not.
escaped.
Maybe
not.
Maybe next
yes.
time. 50-50. But without that wild charge, it's definitely a 0 chance. And here comes Ice Ice. Just bit of damage onto Kenray, forcing out the last insanity from this X-Borg though. So both teams, a bit of over-aggression early on. That turtle going over to Burmese Ghouls is definitely a plus point. But we see what maybe wants to do again with the Kaja comes in, has a divine judgment, but this time Breezy was able to get away. Here comes Galo Kacha though. Ice doesn't want to let this go. A bit of overextension from Burmese Ghouls once again, but they still get the kill on the ground. But now they need to go for the retreat. They lose the Gato Kacha. Team Gosu, they answer with 1.
Yeah, definitely a worthy trade here, but at the same time, maybe overextend. If maybe they don't land those the punishing.
Bruno actually takes towers pretty fast.
And he could not have actually just let him slide off here. Like he would have just lost Gato Gacha without it all the way through. But so nice team there coming from Burmese Ghouls. It was a little bit of overextension, but still they managed to capitalize on it, making it into an equalized score to salvage their mistakes.
I'm still waiting for Paulo's Digi to show some effectiveness, but immediate dive from Burmese Ghouls to take down the tier 1 bot, forcing General away from his safe zone, and Burmese Ghouls were going to start pillaging Team Gosu's jungle. They're only going to find 1 camp because Team Gosu earlier on has been reaping those resources, but Burmese Ghouls with that slight goal lead to almost 2k is going to try and accelerate the game pace.
Yep, Team Gosu now, they are 3k behind Burmese Ghouls this time. They will be on the deficit, and Burmese Ghouls, seems to me, they're not too happy with the game number 1.
Claude takes a little while to get going though.
They were on the...
Like, you can't count Gosu out with Claude in General's hands. You just can't.
Game number 1 from the start of the game, but now they won.
And he has 1 kill and hasn't died. Yeah, General's in a good spot right now.
Behind against Candy comeback. Both games they were playing from a really big deficit and still managed to win. But immediately Kid 001
That's not good.
needs the opportunity to go on to General and will go for a solo kill. Harry on a killing spree, and now Paulo might be the second victim. Kid, are you really doing it? It seems like he is. Slightly caught out. Wall block, not in the position.
They got him. Oh, no, this ain't looking good.
A little bit late here with the time journey. Divine Judgment catches him beforehand, gets disengaged here, and now Ice tanking his way through with the revitalize. Jumps off away. He's gonna be fine, and now Kendra, no last insanity for you. Firaga armor gets torn out. Burmese Ghouls, they want more. Maybe does he have the divine judgment here?
Maybe just perfect, and of course,
yeah, they're playing too aggressive.
Not quick enough on the trigger finger. Gets caught out.
They're not giving Gosu a chance to get fed. Honestly,
3 kills in total. Because of that, right now the map is blown wide open. 4k goal lead for the red team.
Yep, 4k goal lead indeed here. Team Gosu. How would they reply this here? I was expecting the Diggy to actually do more here in Burmese Ghouls. They have an answer to that, and because of that, they're completely ignoring the power of what Time Journey is going to be doing here. But if one small mistake from Burmese Ghouls here, Team Gosu is going to capitalize this and punish them.
And you always have to keep in mind the threat of this Diggy's ultimate, the Time Journey for Team Gosu. And again, we said how important Paulo is, and Burmese Ghouls, they're going to go for this immediate dive. The brilliance does come up from the Lunar. Freeze, misses the shot. Here comes Ice, mega kill for the Harif, and Team Gosu forcing an immediate retreat, but Kid 001 maybe not done yet. He's stuck within the base, but there's no way that Team Gosu can find him.
Burmese Ghouls, they're showing them who's boss, but now with the Firaga armor torn up, Kenray, he has that additional range, but he needs the last insanity here for the next team fight. All the outer towers is going to be objective here from the side of Burmese Ghouls. Turtle buff still available, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, it looks like this one's pretty much over, honestly.
Kid 001 is going to go out of control. 402.
Burmese just stepped it up out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Kid 001 playing an amazing Harris so far, showing basic that he can also play that hero. In the previous game, Kid was on the Lunox, didn't really have the best game, but this time it's a role reversal. It's basic on the Lunox, 1, 2, and 1. Meanwhile, Kid is 4, 0, and 2. Burmese Ghouls, they are 7k ahead of Team Gosu.
Yep, the tier 2 is up. Kid 001, he's just lost the turtle buff. What is he thinking? He zips it, dashes out, and he's going to be fine. Here comes the rewind as well, but unfortunately to say, Kid 001 is a little bit too tacky. The turtle buff is going to be an objective here, and A007 this time, he will be the one carrying the turtle buff just because his brand new Scarlet Phantom is available. So he's going to crit like a truck.
And Maybe Team Gosu are going to bow out of this tournament without landing a single blow on Burmese Ghouls. Because the fight isn't over yet. You're still looking at Paulo to make that miracle save, to make that miracle play for the team. Team Gosu, we've seen them play from behind. We know that they can play from behind. Burmese Ghouls are going to make it a bit hard for them because of all the pressures in all this lane. 90 seconds till the next Lord. Burmese Ghouls, they're just going to wait patiently and get that objective when it comes up.
Yup, they need the buff out of Kid 001 here. They push out the lanes here from side of Burmese Ghouls, and Team Gosu, they have to find a way to break through this formation. And now with the turtle buff, with the buffs as also stolen away from Team Gosu. Without buffs here, I'm not sure how they're gonna fight this, but they have to play this extremely smart because right now Burmese Ghouls, they have a Queen's Wing up on Panda as well.
And this is the most excruciating experience that any team can go through, being suffocated within your own base. No resources from the mid waves, no resources in the jungle. They can't even step out. Burmese Ghouls are just gonna have a picnic on the Celestial Palace. Now they can go for their first siege on that high ground. We see if Team Gosu can hold this. Breezy needs to make something happen as Eyesight jump right in. Breezy immediately caught out, cannot find the engage. Here comes the time.
Air's down, that's great.
And Team Gosu, they might be able to hold it. Gato Kaja has to get out. Ice retreats completely. Kaja though,
They got the marksman, that's not good.
The claw is now down. Jawhead though, Panda also sent back to the zoo for this one. So Team Gosu, they're still able to hold on. But they got a great taunt. A double kill for the Bruno. A007, can he really do this? Triple kill. It's against the Maniac. And he's gonna go up.
Bruno is going off, bro.
Have they find that goal that Team Gosu has been desperately trying to keep away from them?
Nicely done there, coming from 007. If you think about it, that's the power of the Turtle Bomb. The Scarlet Phantom, he hit like a truck. I like how this went down here. The Blazing Duet coming from Gosu was doing so much damage, but the nice clutch Divine Judgment from Maybe took him down, allowed A007 to do all so much damage. The Maybe Kaja, the Divine Judgment, forced everyone from inside Team Gosu to commit out of their base just because they had to save General in that regard. And because of that movement right there from Maybe, Gosu was out of the position. That is where Ace007 took full use of the buff and just destroyed everyone from inside Team Gosu.
An excellent target selection as well. He had General in his eyes, he had Basic in his eyes, but he went for Paulo. He knows that if he kills off this Diggy, Team Gosu have nothing left. I don't think it's A007. This guy is Ace 4, 0, and 3 right now. He's the James Bond of Burmese Ghouls, and he's going to take them all the way with that Lord to that clean 6-0 slate.
But it's not over yet here because Gosu Kenry just got his Queen's Wing. This Xbox is slowly but surely going to be one of the tankiest hero in this game in terms of sustainability. But you can see this Burmese Ghouls, they want to slow poke this game. Wait for the Lord. The Lord is going to be pushing from the top side.
Bruno just destroying everything in one hit, bro.
Up onto Mr. Kaja now. They need a nice Divine Judgment. Look at this Salmon Force being popped up.
Team Gosu, they need to do the impossible right now. Kid jumps right in and maybe a big call out. Does not get the Divine Judgment off. So Team Gosu still survive on this. But Basic is called out. The last Insanity is an insane move from Team Gosu.
It's over though.
A007.
Yeah, it's GG's, man.
Triple kill and Burmese Ghouls looking for the 9-0 point. The clean
Gosu's going home, boys.
The second Maniac and A007.
They did their best, bro. They just got a double Maniac dropped on their head, though. But, I mean, they tried, yo. That's it, yo. That's it, yo. Let me know what y'all think, man. This was it. Sadly, Gosu is going home. Like, they tried their best, though. Honestly, they did it. They went a lot farther than people thought that they would go. They really did try their hardest. And that team was insane. The team really was insane, and they fought back like no other team has fought against that team. So, yeah, shout out to Gosu, man. They did a good job. Make sure you all drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff. And they're still in high spirits, even though they're sad. You can tell that they're sad, but they're in high spirits. So, yeah, man. All right, I'm going to catch y'all later, fam. Peace out, homies.